Hello. Let me make sure. Can you guys hear me? Welcome. I'm a little early, but that's okay. A lot of news this week. Welcome to our live crafting together. There's been a lot going on the last few weeks. I'm sorry I missed the last two lives, but we've just had continued sickness, and we have another illness this week that I'm really hoping doesn't spread. Since, we have plans this weekend, of course, so everybody's going to get sick and we'll have to cancel again. But I'm still a little bit stuffy from, I don't know which cold at this point, but I am probably have an ear infection, but I do not want antibiotics, so it doesn't really hurt, but I just have a lot of sinus pressure. Anyways, I hope you guys are better. I hope you're not sick. I hope that you're not sick like us. So I have a couple of things. I'm going to wait a few minutes before I really get started on everything, just in case there's any late stragglers. I didn't really promote this one too much because I wasn't really sure until this morning whether or not I would do it. But I'm here. I'm here this month for March. We're going to have Wednesday night live crafting together. So that's going to be tonight, next week. And then I'm going to take a break for the third week of March because I am going back to work and it's finals. So fun, both in the same week. We'll see how that goes. But I am, and then I'll have one more the last week of March. So that's where we're at for March. And I am going to try, I have a video coming out. I'm hoping it'll come out like at midnight on Thursday. So tomorrow night at midnight or like right after midnight. So it'll be there bright and early Friday morning for you. And if you are a subscriber and you have the notification bell clicked, I found a needle on the floor the other day. I never drop needles, and I found one yesterday and I put it in here. It's spare needles. But anyways, it'll be my March goals one. So I just did like an Instagram reel for my February goals, but this time for March, I did like a video. I thought about doing it live, but I didn't. So I just wasn't sure. And I apologize in advance for the sound quality on that one. I don't know. So let me know, like leave a message in the comments if the sound is funky, because I was wearing these when I recorded it and it was kind of funky. So I don't know if these are like losing their steam, their mojo, because they're not that old, but I don't know. There was just like a crackliness to some of the sound on that one. So, and I usually record these lives with these headphones. So I don't know. And I couldn't I was afraid to, as I was doing a bunch of drawing, I was afraid to use my like little one, my wired mic. I just didn't want to have to worry about fighting it. So let me know what you think about that. If you do watch it on Friday, it'll be out Friday. I just have to do the intro and the outro. Everything else is done. I just have loud dogs who would not stop barking, plus a sick child. So I have to get a new needle out of this one. So I just didn't get to editing it today. I'm way behind. I'm not behind on my homework. It's not due till Sunday. But I usually have I have 2 classes I'm taking, and I usually have one done by Wednesday afternoon. I'm not done. I got through 1 assignment out of 4. So that's just how I'm rolling this week. I did get a blog post written on oscoe.com. I didn't link it in the description. Oops. Just go to oscoe.com. It's there. It's about the March goals. So the goal post is up, but the video won't be up until Friday. And on there, I guess I can talk really briefly about it, but I don't want to talk about it too much because, I have a whole nother video about it. But basically, this is where I'm at with my Midnight Rainbow Comet, which I am going to work on tonight. I want to finish this, and then I have my diamond painting, Joyous Ladies, which last week it was still on the site, but they must have discontinued it because this week I couldn't find it. So I'm sorry, you guys will not be able to do that one with me unless you already have Joyous Ladies. It's like the ladybug one with the colors, but I do have, I think I counted them, 8 more, and I have a couple more coming because I was not good and I bought more. But I'm really glad I bought the ones that I did. I bought their Diamond Art Club is discontinuing all the Hannah Lynn designs. And if I had known that, I would have bought a couple more. I know that the Heaven and Earth designs, the Haid site, probably I'm hoping still has them for cross stitch designs because my oldest daughter has one, and I was going to get a couple of them. There's another one that I really like for my younger daughter. She's almost to the age when I would buy her a large cross stitch pattern. To never finish, continue the tradition, but I was going to do it with her, and I was hoping to find the diamond painting to go with it because, you know, that's my new obsession is doing the cross stitch and the diamond painting at the same time. But Diamond Art Club discontinued all their Hannah Lynn design. I think it's Hannah Lynn designs. So I'm hoping that's because Haid, Heaven and Earth designs, will take them up and do them that way because I really like the way they do their patterning. If not, I don't know. I missed out on some of the ones I really wanted, but that's okay because I wasn't supposed to spend money, right? I'm not buying stuff. I'm not buying crafting stuff until I finish what I have. And somehow I ended up with diamond paintings. So I need your solidarity, folks. I need to not look at the emails when they come through. Usually I'm really good at not buying them. I just do the wish list, but I knew that they were getting discontinued. And so I bought one, and then of course I bought another one, and then they had like that mystery thing that pops up. So I got a third one, which is so horrible. So I did get an email this morning about one of the other design, the one that does the cosmic, the one that's like totally my aesthetic. One of theirs came back in stock, and I'm worried that's going to go out of stock again, but I'm not going to buy it. I am going to just pretend like I don't see that it went out of stock. It might go out of stock again. And I'm going to be really careful because I do need to get through all the ones that I have. I do not want to be one of those people that has literally 50 undone diamond paintings by the end of the year because they just are addicted to buying them and not completing them. I do have a ton of cross stitch stuff, but I've been really clear about like a lot of that is stuff I bought a long time ago, and it's not new stuff that I've bought except for the pattern stuff for my business, which is new, but I am using that, and it's not like, you know, I did go through a phase with cross stitch where I just bought tons of patterns. Anyways, so my goal for March as I ramble, if you're still with me, thank you for watching, sticking with my long rant about how I spent too much money on diamond paintings on the first day of the month. So I couldn't even do a no spend month for crafting this month because I did it on Monday. I think it was Monday. I'm going to double check, but if it was Sunday, then that was last month, right? So I could still technically say I'm doing a no spend because my month is my calendar month, and my calendar month starts on Monday. It's a Monday start for my calendar, my Commit 30 planner that I have. And I linked it in the description. I didn't know they still had an affiliate program. I am an affiliate with them, but it doesn't cost any extra. You pay whatever the sale price is, which I think right now they probably have a really good sale going on. I haven't looked, but I do get money if you click buy through my link. So I did include it. I added it to my description. But I have used the Commit 30 planner for many, many years, and it's my favorite one. I just love the size. I love the way it's mostly blank, so you can it provides like the structure that you need, but it's not like you have to follow it exactly. You know, like it provides just enough structure for me that I can divide it up and get it organized the way I like it, and then add my stuff, add the colors, add the stickers and the drawings and everything. And I love that about it. So I will always be a Commit 30 girl, but I like the goal setting part of it a lot. There's a goal. You set your goals every month. So it's great, but I need to start stitching. So anyways, my goals are read the post, do all that. I did work on this month. I think I posted it on my Instagram, Oscoyzamp, which I forgot to link in the description. It's OSCOEYZAMPH. It's my Instagram handle. I forgot to put that in there. It's on my other live videos though. So I've been trying. I took a break from the Instagram for a couple weeks, as well as I have George with me. He's like, "Hey mom, I need pets. I need my pets." I posted on there. Just trying to figure out what color I'm doing next. I think I'm going to do the red. I was stitching while I was watching a sick kid, and I messed up again. I don't know if I'm just getting older. Like, you would think it's my own pattern that I would be able to not mess it up, but I have messed this one up more times than I've ever messed up a pattern. And I think it's because I'm always doing something else while I work on it. But, I used to always do something else, like working on those really complicated, like confetti heavy ones. I don't know. It's like I forgot how to count, and I keep making mistakes. So I think I'm going to work on the blue next. I think that's what I'm going to do. So this one, remember, for this one, I had to convert some of them. So I need 3, 7, 6, 6 for this one. Or should I do the little 7, 9, 8? Now George wants out of the bedroom. George, just lay down. He insisted on coming in here with me, and now he wants out. I mean, it's just the way dogs are, right? Go lay down. You're okay. You have to stay with me now. Nope, you can't escape. No escaping. You're stuck here forever. I would show him to you, but I have a bunch of bills on the floor. I'm organizing, right? Oh, here's 798. Maybe I'll just do 798. So 798 is like a darker cornflower blue. It's really pretty. So I'll do this one. I did try to get a second camera set up today. I'm going to have to fiddle with it some more. Like, my phone was not cooperating. It wasn't like, I got to figure it out. I'm sure there's an app I need to download. I just had a few minutes before I started here to look it up, but I wasn't able to figure it out. But I am going to try and so I can have you guys watching, and then I can just be up in the corner. I think it'd be so much better. Besides this, but this is what we have for right now. It is on my list, though. I am going to try and get through 2 book reviews this week, too. I probably won't, if I'm being honest with myself, but I need to still write the Memoirs of a Geisha review, and I need to write, I just finished When the Emperor Was Divine last week. I think I read the whole thing in one night. It's a really easy book to read. I forgot how easy it was, and I'm really glad I picked it because I just took one day and I read it. This month, I'm going to try and read The Fault in Our Stars. My husband got it for me. He really wants me to read it so we can watch the show. And I feel bad that I've made him wait this long, but I could not read. Like, I have a hard time reading when I'm doing tons of really detailed college level reading for my classes. And we finished our book last week for my project management class. So I no longer have to spend hours every week reading the same book like over and over again because it's so dense and it has so much information. It's the best book, but it's not even the PMBOK. It's a different one, but it's really good. It's like a really good, oh gosh, I can't see. I don't have my light. Oh, dang it. I took my light into the living room so I could stitch. I didn't actually stitch, but I did take it in there so I worked on my coloring pages instead last week when I was not feeling well. So I don't have my light. Oh, dang it. I should have brought my light in. Okay. Anyways, what was I saying? I need to keep going on that list. That's like my first set of 10 books that I'm still working through. I thought I would finish them by the end of the year, and it's already March. I just don't have like the time to read. I think once I'm done with school, I'm going to be done in the end of June, I'm thinking. I did sign up for 2 classes for spring quarter, and then I should be done once I'm done with my 2 classes, but I am going back to work next month. Full time. And somehow I am going to maintain all of this. Yeah, I'm not going to. I'm going to go insane, I think. Not really. I think I'm just going to be really tired for a few weeks. But the quarter doesn't start until my 3rd week of work, the spring quarter. So, because there's finals week and then spring break, and then it starts that 3rd week. So I think by then I'll be on my 3rd week of work. I'll know if I can fit in the 2nd class or if I need to drop one of my classes. That's what I'm thinking is I'm going to do. So I do need to pay for my classes at some point. Usually you can pay them like 7 days before the quarter starts. So I have like a month. But I don't know. I'm just a little bit nervous about completing it all, but I do not want to take classes this summer. I just don't. I do not have it in me to take classes this summer. I already know that that's bad news bears. Like I am just not going to do well if I take a class this summer. I want to be outside. Like I legit do not even clean my house as much in the summer because 1, we're outside the entire time, so it doesn't get as dirty. And 2, I just want to be outside. Like I don't want to deep clean or any of that. Like I don't do any deep cleaning in the summer. We just do like the status quo, like, sweeping and mopping and all that and dusting, but we don't do any deep cleaning. I don't do any cleaning projects in the summer just because I like to have my outside time. When you live in the Pacific Northwest and it's only sunny. Oh man, I'm getting the stare down over here. When it's only sunny a couple months out of the year, you got to take advantage of the sun. So oh gosh, I shouldn't have looked. Now he's over here. He's leaning up against me now with his sad lean. George is half golden retriever, half giant schnauzer. So he's very loving and lovable, but he's also extremely stubborn. He's a stubborn boy. Oh, now he's got his sweet little head on my leg, as if I'm not grossed out by the disgustingness of his beard. George, go lay down. You're okay. I know. You don't actually want to go out there. He's a funny dog. He's like one of those dogs that you can, I always trust him around kids and stuff. Like, he does nothing bothers him. And that's part of why he's not very well behaved sometimes, is because it doesn't bother. He doesn't care. He doesn't, like, if he gets in trouble for something, he just does not care. He has no guilt because he's so laid back. Like today, when he decided that my daughter's violin bag full of her violin, books was something he needed to roll on and carry around in his mouth. He did not care when he got in trouble. He's like, oh, okay, I guess I'll stop. He just didn't care. It was not a concern of his that he got in trouble for like ripping, like he's going to rip those papers. Now he's panting at me. Okay, let's pretend like he's not panting. Okay, so this is where it gets tricky. So this one goes here because I remember I did mess up the main comic. Go lay down. Dude, go lay down. Go on. Okay, I think I'm just going to do this last stitch and then, or maybe not. I think I got it. Okay. Yeah, he's funny. Luna doesn't care as much either sometimes. Not if she thinks she was right and I'm wrong. Yeah. Okay, so this one goes down here. If she feels justified in her actions, she is not guilty. But if she knows she's not supposed to do something, then she does feel guilty. Okay, if I catch her licking the recycling. Yogurt containers are her favorite. I mean, I rinse them out really well, but she, dogs can really smell. She can still smell the yogurt in there. I really don't want to get up and let him out of here. I should have told him no when he tried to come in. Anyways, this month I'm tracking my hours for my goals instead of the days. Like last month, I don't know if you saw my reels, but I was tracking the days and it just didn't end up working out. Like I just don't like, I don't always work on them. Like sometimes I do something else that I didn't list as a goal as my downtime for self-care. Like I'm going to take a sip of tea. I'm trying to 100% Forager Nuclear on the Xbox. And I don't play it very often. I play it maybe once a month. I mean, I really don't, I don't usually have time to play video games. I do like playing them, but I usually only play them when I'm sick. So I have played them more recently because I have been so sick a lot lately. But it's not like I have time on a normal week. I usually don't. I don't play. It's like maybe once a month. In the winter, I tend to play more like when it's raining out, especially like during COVID. We did a lot of video games during COVID because when it was raining out and we couldn't go anywhere, like getting stuck in the house was awful. But even now, like on rainy days, we let our kids play because it rains really hard at my house. It's like pouring down rain. Like it's not just like a drizzle. It's like a really bad, like deep, deep rain. And you just can't go outside in that because, so hold on, I gotta get my place. Okay, so it's this one, I think. You cannot go outside in that because it just like, it soaks you to the bone. So, oh yeah, it is that one. Hi, I got it. So, we'll let them play like every once in a while if it's a really deep rainy day and they've been out, they've already exercised, you know, like if they've had their activities or whatever, they get to play like longer video games in the winter. So, you know, you got to do what you got to do. Sometimes kids are just tired and they need downtime and they want to build something gigantic in Minecraft, you know. It's still engineering and thinking and stuff. It's not like they're just sitting there. So sometimes we let them play a little bit longer. That's just my philosophy. I know everybody's different. Everybody has different ways of doing screen time. So, and some people don't do any, and some people do way more than us. So it's just a different way of doing stuff. All right. So one of the things, I'm going to finish this color and then I'm going to do my little like spiel for my coloring page. So I did start this coloring page and I have to decide, like, am I going to add another color to it or am I going to leave it? Okay, I have a few more stitches on this one, so I'll just get it out. So I got this. This is part of this coloring book, and I can't find it. I tried to find it so I could link it for you guys, and I could not find it. I looked. I didn't just look on Amazon. I looked on the company website, the manufacturer's website. So it's Art of Coloring, and it's Nouveau, and it's by Leisure Arts on the back, and Deck Chair Press, and it was $5. Where's it? $5. And I'm pretty sure I got this at either Michael's or Joann. And I really like it. It has really thick paper and it's only on one side of the paper, all the designs, which is what I like because I like to frame them or like I'm going to start putting them in like a notebook. So I like to pull them out and put them in a notebook or whatever. So like this one, the color by number one I did last month, I pulled it out. So I'm going to put it in a notebook. I thought it was small enough I could tape it into my my art notebook, but it's too big. So I did this one, and this is what it looks like right now. I'll zoom in a little bit. So it's got red and then a dark red and then a dark purple and then like a magenta purple. And then I had to do the lavender this side because I realized my magenta purple is like my favorite color to use out of my pens. After like a decade, it's finally running out of ink. And so I was a little bit concerned. So I did a little bit of light pink, like the lavender color in the top. So I'm not sure. Do you think? So it has like the little fan things. I'm debating whether or not to do a color there or not. Like, I think it looks really good the way it is. I don't want to do anything bright, but I'm thinking of doing like a gray like gradient, a gray gradient, if that makes sense. With my fine liners, my Tri-Plus, these ones, the Staedtler, these guys, because it's really thin, the little things, and I was having a hard time on the other parts staying in the lines. One, because I was being impatient, and two, because those Pentel pens, they were too thick for some of the little like black parts. So I don't know. I mean, I'm looking at this and there's only one gray in here. Or two. There's two grays. Like, I could do black, because then the things are outlines are black. There's two grays. So I don't know. This is where I'm like, I don't know what to do. I don't want to do like a bright color because I want the brightness to be in the fan part. In my Pentel pens, I have 3 grays. So maybe I could do a combination. I'm just worried that these are going to be too thick. Like if I did a dark to light, like from the outside of the fan, dark to light in the center. Or I could do like a pattern, like dark, medium, light. But I don't think I like that. I think I like the whole dark. Or I could do darker on the bottom and then medium in the middle and then light on the top. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, because I'm kind of at a loss. I almost dropped all my pens. I would have had to organize those. I'm at a loss. I'm not really sure what to do. I'm probably going to ask my kids too, just to see what they say. But I don't know. I'm not sure what to do. I'm going to think about that one for a while. But whatever it is I do, I have to finish it by the end of the month because I can't check it off until I'm done. So that's my thoughts on that. This is where I'm at. Can you even see the difference? I did a bunch around here. The little blue, there's like little, can you see those like right there? Little blue specks. So I've got to figure it out. I'm kind of going back and forth. The other blue specks are already done. Okay. I should just cross this and then put it away because I've already done the other blue specks. And I can see that now when I look at the pattern again. It was just such a light pink when I colored it in that I couldn't see it. So I don't know. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with it. I really like the look it has now, but I also feel like it might need something. It might just need a little bit more oomph. I got a long thread. Look how many more stitches I could do with that. I'm not going to save it though, because I will forget about it. All right. And I like to do the loop start, which I can't do with that color. That one. Okay. So now I need 3766. So my goal is once I finish this Midnight Rainbow Comet, I want to do the minis of this one. It's like a light blue. This one and the tree and the hearts and the flowers. 3766. It's like a lighter blue. Thinking about maybe putting mascara on. I don't wear makeup ever, but you can't really see my eyelashes at all in these videos. And I love this color, but now I'm realizing like on camera it looks very much like my skin tone. Like it's too close to my skin tone. So I may not feel over this. I just got a huge knot in this thread. So fun. Anyways, next week I'm probably going to still be working on this Midnight Rainbow Comet. I don't think I'll finish it before then. I'm not going to really have a chance to work on it this weekend. I'm probably going to do mostly coloring and reading this weekend. just because of the way our schedule is going to work out. I think I'm probably going to be doing that. But I'm going to be home with a sick kid again tomorrow, so maybe I'll get some of my diamond painting done tomorrow. I haven't decided which one to do next yet either. I need to buy the Couch Dragon pattern off the Heaven and Earth Designs, and I was kind of waiting for a sale so I could do those ones at the same time, and I was thinking of actually starting that after I finish this, but then I was like, no, I need to finish my Quick Stitch Literate Dragon. I'm sure, like I'm still waiting for a restock on that one, so I'm sure if I start working on it, right, it's going to take me way longer to do the cross stitch than it is to do the diamond painting, I think, because the diamond painting is not very big and the stitching is just going to take a lot longer to do. So I think I could probably finish the Quick Stitch Literate Dragon before I purchase the diamond painting, because it doesn't matter if I buy the diamond painting or not. I still need to finish the Quick Stitch Literate Dragon because it's a project I've been trying to finish the last like 6 years. Right? It doesn't matter if I do the diamond painting or not. I still need to finish the Quick Stitch Literate Dragon by Randall Spangler. So I think that's going to be my next big project after this one. I do need to stitch the little ones, but in my experience, stitching those little 2x3 patterns, like when I did the Tulip Fields one, they only take me about 4 or 5 hours. So I can do them in a week. So, or like a couple days even, I can do them. They're so fast because they're so small. So, and I'm going to sell a set of 4 of those patterns for some sort of price. It's like the part where like I get it on the PDF that takes a long time on those ones, because like you want everything to line up correctly. And if it's not lined up correctly, then it just looks weird. And like, do I put all 4 on one page? Do I do a page for each one? Like, how big do I make the pattern on the page? Like that kind of stuff, that design part of it takes a lot longer than you think. But I already have the threads, right? Because I'm going to use the same threads. And then if I do a kit, it will be, I'll do a set of threads for all 4. I'll just do a skein of each, and it should be enough, because like this one is much bigger and it was not a full skein of the purple. It was maybe half, because I'd already used this purple for the Tulip Fields designs that I did. It wasn't a full skein when I started. So it should be enough for 4. If there's 4 patterns of the same size as this one, and I used half of it for this one, then it should be enough, full skein. So I'll probably do a kit, because I have a ton of black Aida that I bought. I bought a yard of it. It's way cheaper for me to buy it by the yard, especially if I'm going to be putting it in kits. Just because I know I'm going to be doing so many patterns. So, I mean, it does cost a lot more initially, but if you know that you really like stitching on like cream Aida 18 count or whatever, the even weave, I would recommend just buying a yard. That's what I've been doing for even before I was designing. Because like when I was doing the Heaven and Earth designs, the Hades, they take a large piece of fabric. And so I would just buy a yard. Sorry, I just have to make sure I'm doing this right. I would just buy a yard, and then whatever was left over, I would use that for smaller projects, because you need so much for those ones. So that's been my strategy. Like a yard is $55 to $60, but the small pieces are like $7 or $8, and there's like 10 of those. So it's cheaper to get the whole yard versus, I'm sure my math is very approximate, but when you look at it, it's like a significant savings. So if you're brand new to cross stitch, then I would go to Joann and I would get whatever size fabric, the Aida, or even that place I don't shop at, Hobby Lobby, with a 40% off coupon. And I would buy one small piece and see if you like it. before you even buy a yard. But if you do like it and you know you're going to be using a lot of fabric, because it is addicting, I will say, I love cross stitch. And I would do more of it, but Luna's always in the way. And it's really hard for me to move my stitching around and not get dog hair on it. Although I did invest in lint rollers, and I started using them. I don't know why we didn't have lint rollers before. I have no idea. I think that we used to have them, like before I had more kids, we used to do lint rollers and stuff. But I think that I just, like my brain, I just forgot about some of this stuff. They're my new best friend. I lint rolled. I have to lint roll my diamond painting. That's how bad it is, everyone. I have to lint roll it. And it picks up some of the loose ones too, which is great. Because then I just have to go back and redo them. Like some of the black ones were really loose. So it was kind of nice because I went back and I fixed it. But I didn't get them placed correctly. It was totally user error. It was not the glue. It was totally me, like not being in a hurry, and only putting them like halfway down. So I'm glad it found them, like it found all the loose ones, but I have to lint roll that thing so much. Even though I keep it protected, I keep it off to the side. I've been vacuuming and lint rolling the couch. Like I lint roll my sleeves before I start. They must be shedding or something, because the last few weeks it has been intense with the dog hair. So I'm hoping we can get them a bath this week. And maybe that'll help. Like even with brushing, it doesn't always help. So, because it's still cold. Like I can't do the Furminator with George's undercoat quite yet. It's still too cold for that. He has a really thick coat this winter. Really thick. It's like he's a husky or something this winter. I know maybe that's where the hair is coming. It's all his hair. It's all curly. And Luna has really, she's a little balding baby. Her hair rubs off really easily, and it's short and it's straight. But her hair, man, she's like, anytime you walk her with the leash, it doesn't matter. We have like one of those velvet harnesses. We tried putting a sweater on her to keep the rubbing down. Her hair rubs off really easily. And I think that's part of why we have so much dog hair with her. So much more than George when George was littler. But George's coat is really thick this winter, which is weird because it's been a really mild winter. I would think that if it was a mild winter, he wouldn't have such a thick coat. But he's like a bear. Getting side-eye. He's given up, and now he's laying on the floor taking his nap that he wanted to take on the couch. Poor George. He's going to have to sleep in the bed with me tonight. Oh, darn. Because our sick kid is sleeping on the couch. It's just the way it goes in our family. My husband's going to sleep with the sick kid, so George will sleep where my husband sleeps. It's his favorite spot. I don't know why. He likes to sleep right where my husband sleeps. My husband has to kick him out at night. I don't know. It's weird. Maybe it's because my hand is like right there and I can just pet him. I don't know. Luna sleeps, when she sleeps with you, she sleeps right on top of your feet, like literally on top of them. So anyways, I'm babbling quite a bit. I'm going to get through this. I want to get this piece done. I had to get a new thread. So I got some of the blue. I don't know if you can see that up at the top. Oh my gosh, So I got a couple rows of blue done. Get a couple more. I can finish this. I do still have to do some of my homework tonight. It's due tonight, but I don't know, this class I'm taking, I'm struggling with it. Not because it's hard, it's actually really easy. But it's the kind of stuff that I don't like. So. And like the questions irritate me sometimes. It's like an HR, it's like an entry level HR class, which I think it's great that they require this class for people. But you know, when you've worked in the corporate world, you've already done a lot of like the surveys and the, you know, I'm not learning that much from it just because I've already worked. You know, I'm not fresh out of high school. You know, haven't worked dog hair all over my paper that I'm using for the back of the black. You know, I think it's different when you're fresh out of high school and you're taking some of these entry-level classes versus when you've already had some work experience. So, like some of the questions, like I think one of them was like talking about how to create a team, right? How to be a team player. And it was like, do you start an argument in an aggressive tone with your coworker about something you disagree with? You know, like completely obvious stuff, you know, like B, find out what their needs are and what would make them, you know, what a compromise would be. Or like C, don't even acknowledge their existence and just get up and walk out of the room. Or, you know, like just stuff that's just so obviously not correct. And then there's like one correct choice. But if you're not reading carefully enough, you'll get it wrong because like if you're rushing, you'll get it wrong because the way they're worded, you have to be really careful with like the double negatives and everything. So I can see where people wouldn't do as well if they were rushing. I don't know. I'm almost done with it. I had to do a PowerPoint presentation on, I have to do one, I think, on what I learned in the class, how all these surveys that they're having me take have changed my perspective on myself. And honestly, they have not changed my perspective at all because I've already taken them a whole bunch of times. And they're very much like watered down versions of the actual tests. Like the Myers-Briggs personality test is fairly extensive, right? It has like, I think 80 questions or 50 questions. This was like 10 questions and it was one for each personality type. Like it was not scientific at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is way more than 6. How many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 7. So I guess not way more than 6. I guess it's only one more than 6. This is where I messed up. Okay, so what I was going to do, this is where I discovered that I messed up. I think what I'm going to do is just do 6 and then I'm going to fill it in because I realized I'd miscounted one of the ones up above. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. Shoot, but not there. Yeah, not there. Oops. Okay. All right, so I need to go in one from this side. Maybe that's why I keep messing this up. It's because I'm stitching from right to left instead of left to right. And there was a reason for it originally. I think because I kind of like fudged the measurements on the fabric. So I didn't think I don't have like that much room to play with. Like, and I think I was also too lazy to like put my border in. Like usually when I do a project this size, I probably would put a border in so that I would count out the stitches so that I knew that I was starting in the right spot and I gave enough room in the margins of my fabric. But I think I was just like, yeah, that piece looks about right. It was like a leftover piece from a different project. And I think I just kind of cut it randomly and then I I'm not a precise person when it comes to stitching or crafting or art. I'm very precise in my work. Like my work is so detailed. My actual work. So I think I just use up all my detailedness at work, and then I'm like, I don't have to. Like, art is creative. It's a creative process, and I don't feel like it should be precise and perfect. I feel like it should have error. It's like the Japanese pottery where they always add like some sort of imperfection. Like, I feel like it should be like that. I totally agree with that philosophy. It should not be perfect. It should have imperfections in it, because otherwise, how do you know it's not like computer done, right? So life is not perfect. But data, I deal a lot with data that sometimes does need to be perfect. So yeah, okay, I'm just gonna go like that and then hope that you noticed it. Okay. This one also needs 6. Let's see how close we are. I'm getting tired. I had 3 cups of coffee today. It's probably why I'm so chatty. I was down to 1 cup of coffee a day, and I had 3 today because I felt like having 3. It's probably why my stomach is bothering me too. I love coffee. It's my favorite thing. If I could just drink coffee all day and not have to drink water, I probably would. My grandma was the same way, and she got in trouble. So that's why I try and drink water. If you only drink coffee, eventually it will catch up with you, and you will have some issues. So be warned. Drink your water. You don't want kidney stones. I don't know what my grandma had, but her doctor was like, you drink water. So I have not gone through any of that fabric that I need to go through, but I have been cleaning my office a little bit at a time. So it is better in here. I've been dusting this week. I've been focusing on dusting. And then I have like all my books and stuff for school and my crafting stuff right now that I'm working on organized. Like down over here, I have a shredder on this side. And there's the books I need to write reviews on are there. And then to the left of me on the desk is like the ones that I'm working on right now. For school, I probably in a few weeks, right, 3 weeks, I'll have different books to work with. So these ones, I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I don't know if you guys have taken project management or have been project managers, but I do not like the new PMBOK. I know the other one was a brick, but the new one has so little information in it. It's so thin that I don't even use it for my class. I feel like it's just not, they took out too much. I don't know. Like, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. So if you're joining us, welcome. We're talking cross stitch. Got working on the blue. Let's see if I can point to it without having it be backwards. This blue right here. And goals. Oh, I need to drink a little bit more. My throat is dry from all this talking. So let's see. This one is 5. Yeah. I don't know. I really like the fact that I'm going through all my projects that I have kind of lying around. I really need to do the puzzles though. Yes, last year was my puzzles goal and I bought a bunch of puzzles. See, this is a problem. I buy a bunch of stuff and then I forget about it. Well, not really, because it's been staring at me in the face the last year. But I need to get through those so I can give them away, because they are taking up a lot of space in my office, and that's part of why I can't clean out that half of the office, is that there's so many puzzles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need to finish the Wild Kingdom shelf and then do some of the ones I got from Buy Nothing and then pass those on. Because I got like 8 from Buy Nothing a couple weeks ago. Or I said January. I shouldn't say a couple weeks ago. In January, I got like 8. Oh, thread. I don't really play thread chicken. I don't know if you guys play thread chicken. If you don't know what thread chicken is, it's when you like try and eke out the most amount of your thread that you can. And maybe it's horrible of me, but I don't do that. I do to a point, but I'm not as I don't do it as much as other people. Because a lot of my thread is older. It's from 2015, 2014. So it's about 10 years old, and it does go bad eventually. It gets so it does go bad eventually. So I don't really feel the need, like at this point with all these old threads, I don't really feel the need to preserve that last little inch of it every time. So I mean, I do play thread chicken if I only have a couple stitches left in the pattern and I don't want to get a new thread just for 2 stitches, because that's frustrating. I will tell you, that is very frustrating. But I don't do it just to save thread. I don't know. I probably should. It's probably better of me too, but I already have so many issues with pulling the needle off the thread. Now I'm going to jinx myself, and I'm going to do it a bunch of times. Like, I just have so many issues with that already that I don't want to jinx it. And then I hate having to like tie it off in a weird way because you've accidentally pulled it off at the very end, like it just, that's not good. So, I don't know. It just, it just, so, let's see. Next one is 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I just got a message that the kid who my kid hang out. Let's see. Yeah. My kid was at a birthday party, the one that's sick on Saturday. So, am I surprised that they got sick? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Huh. Shoot. Did I lose track? I did. Oh, no. It's all messed up. See, I cannot stitch and talk at the same time. I don't think I was marking off my pattern well enough. This one is supposed to be 1 over that one, but it's not. It's 2 over that one. So did I put that one in the wrong spot? I think that one is messed up. And so that one is supposed to be the top row. And I'm supposed to be 1 row up from the top row, but I'm 2 rows up. I think I marked my pattern twice on the same row or something. But it's only supposed to go over 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 6. It's supposed to be 6, and then 5, and then 5, 5, and then 5. It's like it's a row short. So I think I'm just going to do 5 and then 5. I'd be interested to see anybody else who is doing this pattern to see how it is for you. I thought this was an easy pattern, but I keep making all these mistakes. I'll just do 4. I don't know. Is this one not the right? Okay, let's count up. Let's see how many rows this is from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so the gray is 15 rows from the top, and it should be 10, 11, 12. It should be 13 rows from the top. I have 2 extra rows, guys. Okay. Okay, so what do I do? Because I was going to add... Okay, I think I'm just going to end up filling this in with this blue. And I'm just going to go off the green. I think that's what I'm going to end up doing. So I need to go back and add some more blue up here. Oh, no, I don't need to add more blue because I haven't done some of the funky colors. Okay. I'm going to do this. I mean, I'm going to do an extra one out. And then I am going to just like budge it a little bit. It's okay. It really is. It's not a big deal. Nothing is going to be perfect. So. All right. Let's see. Just going to make do. I should do this pattern again and see if I make the same mistakes, and then I should probably change it to medium difficulty instead of easy. Okay, so I think, did I get that row? Nope, I gotta do one more. I should change this. I don't know, maybe it's just because it's so blocky. Like it makes it difficult because you don't count right. Like if you don't count right, it messes the whole thing up. Or maybe it's just the way that I do my counting. Or maybe it's because I didn't start in the upper left corner like I always do. And so it made my game off, right? That's got to be it. So, I don't know. All right. I'm going to probably, let's see, it's almost 8:30. I'm going to finish out this thread and then I'm going to have to go to bed. I'm tired. Oh, no, I have to do my homework assignment. And then I'm going to go to bed. But I just wanted to thank you guys for joining me. I know I didn't do this. Oh, sorry, I can't see the whole. I didn't do this for a couple weeks, but I am going to be back starting today. I'm going to be back at it. I'm really hoping I don't get sick my first week of work. Because last time I went back to work, last June, I immediately got COVID. And I do not want to get COVID. So I may mask because I do not want to get COVID. Like, it's so awful. I missed 2 whole weeks of work. It was really bad. And I'm still like having issues. And I'm fully vaccinated. Well, I need a booster, but I haven't been healthy enough to get a booster, but I got all my vaccines and everything. And I still got it. So it's not fun. Okay. So now this one, I only need 4. Such a pain. One, two. Maybe I'll surprise you guys and I'll have this all the way done by next week. No, I will not. If you are still watching, please like and subscribe. I really do like the likes really help me with the algorithm. And subscribing, then you get notified. If you hit the notification bell, you get notified when I have new stuff coming out. I am going to have that, the goals video later this week. I'm hoping to have it Friday morning or like overnight on Thursday. I just have to edit it a little bit. And then I'm hoping to get a book review out on the blog, on the SCOE blog later this week too. But I don't know if I'll get to that. I have a lot of homework to do, and like having to do homework all weekend, every weekend is really wearing on me because my kids are home on the weekend and I like to see them. But if I'm stuck doing homework all weekend, I can't see them as much. So I may try and get through my homework before the weekend and not write a review. But the only reason why I haven't finished the Memoirs of a Geisha review, I may even have stuff written. Actually, I don't. I'm lying. It's because I haven't figured out what drawing to do for that one. How I've been doing a drawing for each book review? I haven't figured out what to draw for that one. I'm stumped. So, and for The Emperor Was Divine, I haven't thought about it too much, but I think I might do like the camp. I don't know. That one's about the Japanese internment camps during World War II. I don't know. Because once I do the drawing, it's really fast because I just do like a really quick sketch. I don't make it super complicated, but I got to figure that out. I didn't have any ideas. So that's why I haven't written the reviews, because I couldn't think of what to draw. So, all right, I'm going to put this stuff away. I will be back next week with my comet. Maybe I'll have the whole top done by then. You think? Maybe. I'll show you real quick. Oops, okay. Put this back in here. And then I may do another live. I may start doing lives on Sunday nights too, or Sunday morning. I want to do like some live coloring. Because I like putting the live colorings on in the background afterwards, like while I'm doing schoolwork or while I'm doing like other work. So I thought it might be fun to do the Joanna Basford ones. So I put this in my, I talked about it in my video I'm posting later this week, so I won't talk about it more now, but I thought it might be fun to do that thing. So this is where I ended up. I got a bunch of that blue done. So maybe by next week I'll have the whole top done to the side, and then I can just start doing left to right, and that'll be a lot easier. I should have just done that from the start. So this is a lesson learned for me, like do things the way you're used to. So thank you for watching. Hope you guys have a great week. I hope you're getting time for self-care. It's going to get harder, I think, once I get busier, but I'm still going to make time because it really helps me out to have some downtime at the end of the day. So thank you. I hope you guys have a great week. Bye.